Hey everyone, so girl, this month of February and part of March too, if you look careful, has been way too much. Oh my gosh. This year's barely started, I'm just so ready for it to be over. Okay, so first, the main reason why I was so absent from the platform is because my camcorder broke. And this one right here. At one time I left her for like, what was it, 20 hours, and she wants me to give me 20 seconds worth of screen time? Oh no, 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 no! And this little thing what I've got right here is not what it's not what was advertised to me. It's cute for some people, but really, it's all like stuttering and going and, ugh, please. A mask just by itself? Girl, what is with the month of February? Is it because people are like rejoining the Lonely Hearts Club so they feel like they want to take it out in the world? God, what is, oh, please, oh. I can't even. I even made like a list, actually several lists of stupidness which I just have to go over. And now that I have a chance to breathe from this degree program, which is another thing which I have to talk about, girl, let's just get into it. So I was coming home from the longest day at work. You know when things just like drag on for ages and for you it's like 3 hours, but in reality it's half an hour. Like, what is with that? So I turn up for the bus, you know, nothing going wrong so far. And bitch, let me just say, Stagecoach, you just need to correct yourselves because the amount of times I actually make an effort for you and turn up early, the X5 in particular, I end up turning like half an hour late. Girl, who are you? Really, who are you trying to be? And plus there's times when I'm like, okay, so it's been late for the last like 2 weeks. Like, all the 14 days, so maybe I can turn up a few minutes late this time. Girl, you're just doing, you're not even, oh, please. So anyway, a return from Milton Keynes to Buckingham, which takes half an hour, cost £8.65. And bitch, I thought the buses are nothing more expensive, like charging me, like, what is it? £4.70 for like an all-day ticket. Like, girl, who are you? And public transport gets more and more expensive the further south you go. Granted, London has the Oyster card, but if for some reason you didn't have that, girl, you'd be paying a fortune. So the bus rolled up to me, and I gave him a £5 note. Was it a £2 coin, £1 coin, and 50p and 20p? So it was like what, £8? So I gave him £8.70. He took my money and said, "No 5p's." And I was like, well, I need my change, so what are we going to do about it? Well, I didn't have any 5p's, so... And I was like, well, can I have a voucher for the difference? And because, granted, like, it's only 5p, but if I'm paying almost £10 for a service, girl, I don't want to pay any more than that. And plus, girl, if I was overcharged 5p this time, then to me it makes sense if I pay 5p less the next time, right? No. Wow. So someone didn't have their coffee this morning. Decaf. It's the famous soy milk girl. Like, what is going on? And then he went on some tangent, like, bus drivers don't always have change on them. And it's different if there was, like, NCT where they don't have a plate and it's not their policy to give change. Okay, bye. But considering that it's not written anywhere, that Stagecoach is not X5 buses do not carry change on them, and the bus drivers always have a plate, girl, then that plate should be sufficient enough to deal with almost any situation. It'd be different if I gave them like a £20 note or something like ridiculous, and then like, God, am I really gonna pay for a bus with a £20 note? But girl, I'm paying £8.65. Isn't that expected to give them like a £10 note or two £5 notes, or like? But either way, girl, I need my 5p change. Like, the pennies look after themselves, but the 5p's look after themselves a whole lot more. And best of it, oh, sorry, I haven't got 5p. Next is, oh, sorry, the 50p's. Next is, sorry, no pound coins. So, like, girl, would I walk into a shop, like, paying some extra amount for some clothing, like, I don't know, like, 5 pieces coming up to, like, £15, girl, £15.76. Or something stupid, and the cashier's gonna be like, "Oh, sorry, we don't give change here. We have tills, but we don't give change." Like, are you kidding me? What? Girl, get out of my face. And the way he was explaining it, like, "Oh, we don't always have change on us," like, it was just so ridiculous. So, I was like, "Well, is there some kind of number I can like complain about this? Because this isn't right." It's like, no. Oh, and he was just getting himself all worked up, girl. Like, he started shaking, started palpitating, that whipped through his stairs called the neck, girl. Like, that type of diabetes that high cholesterol is getting to him. And my night's been too long already. I don't need this night to be any longer. No, thank you. Girl, please, like, go to get yourself angry all over nothing. You people were like, if you say one thing to them, girl, it's like the end of the world. Girl, what is it, girl? Like, girl, he's 2 days away from retirement and they're not willing to deal with the stress from a black person of all people today. That's the real reason. That's like, what was it, girl? 10 minutes back and forth. Because, you know what, girl? Like, sometimes I have nothing to do. Like, nothing, girl. And it takes me, and I feel no compulsion to do anything but to prove a point and to keep my moral high ground. And plus, when you're in this type of situation, I was very calm and very like, oh, well, that's not right. Is it? Well, is there a number? You know, I was just very calm and collected, and that's what you want to be in that situation. Because if you as a customer want to raise your voice, then you get thrown off the bus. But yet the bus driver feels like he can do whatever he wants. Go, please. I don't think so. No one's gonna be throwing anyone off the bus on today, girl. This has been way too long for me. And plus, if I really did get cut off the bus, that would be a whole new situation, which no one even wants to deal with. And then was it 10 minutes, girl? Because it felt like an awful long time, which I didn't feel the need to waste that day. So eventually he was like, oh, well, fine, well, here's 10p. Now you owe me 5p. I was like, oh, please. Okay then. So I fumbled around in my pocket, girl, found, what was it, girl, like 2 TPs and the 1p, like 5p. Okay, girl, here you go. And then he was like, oh, why didn't you do that in the first place? Ugh, like, the thing which I don't like about old people is, and things I don't like about OAPs, like, don't get me wrong, though, I love my uglies, I love my grandma so much. But I feel like, especially towards, like, the older demographic, and when they're behind the counter, girl, as a paying customer of your service, you do not have the right to talk to me like that. Like, girl, who are you? Just because you have a bald head, girl, and like grays on the side, does not mean you have the right to talk to me any old how. Girl, please, like as a representative of the Stagecoach company, like what are you telling me right now? Even though the point of A levels is to get an A, the point of A levels is not to get a 0, girl. Like, in what mathematical equation, girl, do you take out 10p, add 5p, and from what I gave him, and you get £8.65? So I was like, girl, thank you. And actually, when I got off of my stop at Buckingham, I saw how many people just like, wait, where's an example? Because actually, have they changed on me right now because I'm broke, girl? Like, oh, please. Like, and plus, like, who walks around carrying £8.65 with him in exact change? Girl, direct me to him, girl. Direct me to him, please. We need to get to know each other. But I saw all sorts of people just like carrying the change, fumbling around the change. Like, I heard just like money like clicking and juggling. And what I did was I turned around and gave him a, because you're not messing with this bitch. Like, hello, oh, we don't always carry change on them. Con us. Ugh. What? Like, what is that? We didn't always, so we may not, though. Ugh. Girl, please. I did not even understand. Like, I understand if I was like giving them something ridiculous, like a £20 note or a £50 note, I'd be like, I literally do not have the change for that. Okay, that's fine. But, and plus, like, don't all cashiers usually do oh, have you got the 5p? Or have you got the 10p? Or something, so they can give you, like, a whole piece of change if they don't have, like, any 5p coins or anything. Like, girl, I'm so wasted in this, please, customer service, girl. Customer freaking service. Who are these people? Really? Please. Girl, this coldness is messing my throat. Can you believe at 18 years old my voice is still like squeaking and breaking? This isn't even a joke. Oh, girl, please. And plus, when I tried to like ring up to complain about him, I do not like these companies. Please, you know what? I have to, well, sometimes I have to earth myself and think, and say to myself, you know what? This situation is temporary. Soon I'll have either my own moped, my own car, or my own personal chauffeur. Like, really, I don't have to be on public transport forever. This is temporary. I have not seen this bus driver again so far, because like I said, he was 2 days from retirement. So, oh please. But when I tried to ring up to complain about him, like all I heard was like ring, 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 just all this ringing, and then I got to this answering machine, and I was like, oh, like really no. If I'm gonna complain about something, I have to make sure someone hears it and something's actually done about it. Like, you know what I mean? I'm like, oh, you can, Oh yes, you can leave your message and leave your contact details, and we'll get back to you as soon as we can. Bitch, please. Ugh. Go next. No, like when companies want to screw you over, girl, you're the person to know. But when you have a complaint about them, like suddenly no one's like to listen. What is with that? I do not understand. Ugh, God, I just seen that. So many bus drivers like pocket the change these days. Like I remember when my friend said that she saw someone on one of the London buses, and this person didn't. This is always car working, and she gave the bus driver a £10 note. And the bus driver just like took the £10 note for himself and didn't even bother like keying in like an extra passenger on the little screen thing. I was like, girl, you're not gonna do that to my money. Girl, who are you? And plus, like, for anyone who wants to, like, take up this complaint on my behalf, girl, if I can actually get through to the phones. And this happened on February the 23rd? It was a Sunday, from my understanding, girl. Yeah, February 23rd, 2014. At around, what was it, girl, 8 minutes past 7? Please.